Hello, Miss Amago. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for coming in to meet with me for Ava's test scores. So we're just going to jump on right into it. And so here we have the comprehensive test of achievement, and this measures the skills of what we have learned overall and what they have learned and the content areas. So it really goes into detail between the top of the half. So right here we have the basic information, which gives you the teacher's name, the school name, the district, as long as the student's name. And on the other side, it just gives you like the ID so that so you can log into Parent Connection, because I know that helps a lot. So you can see where the children's performance is. As well, so if you look right here, we have the subtests and tools. This is going to be all the skills. Alright, so right here I have the comprehensive test of achievement, and that measures the skills of what Ava has learned throughout the whole content of the year and their points in their grade level. So on the top half we do have the teacher's information. That will be my name, as long as the school, the district, and the student's name. And then on the right hand side you'll see the grade level and the test dates that was given, as well as her student ID, which this would also help you as so you can log into her testing scores and see how she's doing so far. So on the top half, it's called the norm reference information, and that's just with it's called a norm group, where they give this test to students all around the world, and then they compare the two when Ava takes it. So that's kind of give you like a whole average, and that's where we get where we score them. But on the bottom half, we have the criterion reference test, and this just gives the performance of skills. It goes a little deeper into exactly what skills, how she's doing, and every little skill that we are teaching them. And so, but we'll go back to that later, because I know it's a lot of information just taking this page in. So right here, if we go back to the norm reference information, we have the subtests and totals, and this is just basic, the reading, the math, and the social studies, all the content that we have been learning. Is there any questions that you see on here, just looking at it for right now?
What's basic battery and complete battery?
Okay, so basic battery, that's a good question, because I know you see it at the bottom and you're just like, what? So basic battery is going to be the reading and mathematics, and that's just what they want us to teach them, just the basic and how she's doing overall. And then the complete battery is just all the tests put together, so they go deeper into the listening, the spelling, the science. So they just go, the basic is just basic ones, and then the complete is just more deeper into what they're learning. Okay, so here I have her math concepts. For example, we're just going to look at this, and then we are going to see that she got a 35, and that's the number of items that were tested on the test. And then we also have 24 right beside it, and that's a raw score, of which Ava got correct.
Okay.
And then, so this right here is also the national percentiles. And right here we have 52, which is her score.
Is 52 bad?
No, it's not bad. So we also have this. So right here we have the scale bell curve, and this just helps us to know where the student is. So at 50%, that is the median of just above average or below average, and so that's where we stop. So if we look back into the score of what Ava had got, and that was the national percentile of 52 for her math concepts, we go back to the scale bell curve, and this right here, since 50 is the mid, 52 is just right above average, so she is still good. She's more than average. Okay, so right here, right beside it is the scaled score, and that was 505. And that's when they take the raw score and put it into a formula. So they made it a little complicated when they put it into a formula. But right here, if we go back, we see that it's based on just how it is with the 50%. 500 is going to be the middle. So since hers was 505, she's still right above average, and that's what gives us to see what her raw score was as well.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, wonderful. So this right here is going to be right next to it is the cross leg, and those are called bands, and that's just a standard area of measurements. So that just means like if the wording in the test was wrong, or if it was just like a little bit weird asking it, or even goes into deeper to like how the student was acting that day. So I know sometimes she got a good breakfast, and I know she did because she came in that day just so excited, and she was really prepared, and she just looked refreshing, so she had a good night's sleep as well. So that just gives you, it gives you the average, but it also just gives you like a basic so that just gives us like a range of what the students would normally get, instead of just giving us a precise average. So we won't automatically assume that they did good in every subject. So now looking here at the criterion reference test, we do still have the skills. Like I said earlier, it goes into deeper meaning of like what types of skills that the student is learning and then how it's graded.
Okay, so as I skim through it, I feel like I'm not quite sure what literal comprehension is.
Yeah, so just to refresh, it's just if she's understanding what she's reading, if she's getting the main idea, her vocabulary as well, just like understanding her just basic comprehension, and if she's getting it.
Okay.
So right here, just speaking about it, so her literal comprehension is the raw score, and that's how many she got correct. And right beside it is the number possible, and it's just like right above how we talked about it, but instead they put them in a category of low, medium, and high. So right there we do see that she did get medium, and that's still good. I mean, she's still right above average. It's depending on the numbers, but I do disagree on this because if we do look at social studies, her raw score was 4, and then this is based on history, and then her number possible was 6. So that really doesn't give them like an accurate like percentage of what they're being tested on, only because it's such a low number of questions and not enough questions to give them the accurate amount. And since she missed 2, that number goes down dramatically, so that puts her in a low performance, and I do think it's inaccurate since she is really good when she speaks about her history. She loves it. When we did that research, she automatically like knew what she was talking about. She went deeper into like understanding. She's always like the first to like raise her hand. So I do disagree on some of this because it's not really accurate depending on the number of questions that were given. But if we do look into the math concepts, and we look into the number facts, we do see a low score as well. Her raw score was 8, and then her number possible was 12, and that does lead her to the low score. And I do think that sometimes she does need a little help on her number facts. So
Okay, yeah, I've noticed that too. She does need a little extra help on her number facts. What can I do to help her?
yeah, just let that little push, and it does make a difference. I do have some websites that I could pull up on here, and I could send it to your email. And then I also have some like board games, folder board games that I could just put in a file folder, and y'all could take home. Y'all could do it during car rides or whenever you have free time. If you're at the doctor's, if you just want to lay it out. But yes, that would be very helpful if you do it as much, so when she does come to class, it's she's at the same level, and she's picking up really fast as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you for meeting with me. I hope you have a good day.
You too.